Hello to everyone. Okay, that pork chop sandwich was good, but I usually prefer to eat 2 meals a day. I don't like to go to bed without a second meal because then you get up so hungry in the morning. Okay, look at this icy cold chamomile tea. So I was watching my videos today on the apartments I used to live in, and I thought, wow, I cannot believe I tolerated those places. But the reason I did is because in every instant it was in my best interest to do so. So I did so. Sometimes it was a little bit unpleasant. So, who do you think let the Chihuahua out on me twice? My son goes, Mom, you want to take the wolf dog over? And I go, no, he might actually. You know how your dogs dislike people you dislike? That was the worst place. Oh my God. So my toast got a little over brown, but it's still going to be good because of the nature of the meal I made. And that's the shitty kind of people they were. I loved it though that I captured it on the video. And then they came out, what is that witch done to my Chihuahua? You know, when I was living there, the drug addicts would let their dogs out. You know, I'd be walking down to the store, and usually they were like some little scruffy type dogs. And that is not the first time in that neighborhood that has happened. Okay, this is the turkey bacon. I find this stuff to be a good value. So a little overdone on one side and a little underdone on one side. So, believe it or not, I still have enough turkey bacon left. I can't tell you how many times I've had turkey bacon stuff. I have enough left for a little batch of beans. So remember the thing, if you have soup once a week, you have beans once a week, and you have some egg stuff, you know, you're really going to save money. So, you know, why was it in my best interest to live in that place for so many years? Well, it costs a lot of money to live. It costs a lot of money to move. So I saved money by not moving and just tolerating the place. And I got my son through college, and you know, saved my money, worked hard, and you know, it was in my best interest to do what I did. One of my friends said, Ruthie, I think you should pray for him. I go, okay. She goes, what will you pray? And I said, I will pray, may the misery you sent me return to you 100 times 100. She goes, Ruthie, that's awful. I go, how can me ending up in 100 times better situation cause them much hell, even though they might possibly deserve it? So now I'm in my nice apartment in a much better and safer area. No fault lines, no street people, no flat tires, no hassles over my parking place, no air conditioner constantly breaking down because it was an old rat trap, no drug addicts under my bedroom window. You know how they like to talk all night long. And one of the ladies that lived underneath me, I think she wouldn't be sober. She would sit in her car with the radio blasting under my window. You know, I worked in this beauty shop when I lived there, and the wife had her husband in there with Alzheimer's, you know, and he had a diaper, and the shop stunk so bad that at night I would have to go out on that balcony, and you know, the toilet of the neighbors was there, and when they would flush the toilet, it would literally turn my stomach. And so, you know, I endured years and years of that place, and I would just tolerate it because I was determined not to spend any money. So if you're young, and if you can just get into the habit of not spending your money, you're going to be so much better off. And the other thing is, never trust a place you rent. Never trust them not to do something squirrely. Never, never, never. Always be prepared if you should have to move. That would be my advice, especially if the economy, okay, I expect the cost of food to go way up. You guys, I want to encourage you, watch Mike Morales, the 16-day forecast. I put it on my Twitter, or just go to Mike Morales. Strong possibility we could have some earthquakes here, more rain coming. You know, keep your eye on the weather and prepare for the worst. The main thing I would say is you want to have water. I mean, you have to have clean water. In a lot of these places, the water is contaminated, and that is very scary. Also, there's a lot of really nasty insects out there now, so you got to be careful of those. So find yourself some cheap meals and get used to them. You know, my generation is called the sandwich generation, and for a good reason. I could live on sandwiches alone. God bless you all.